Good morning, everyone. This is Ken, and you are officially invited to the very first video series of Kayaking with Ken. I've done a few time lapses, but this will be my very first official full video and some time lapses because a lot of this crossing stuff is boring. Where we are right now, we're in the Howe Sound. We just launched out of Portal Cove. It's December 20th, one day before the solstice. I wanted to come out on the solstice, but tomorrow's supposed to rain really heavy, and there might be more wind than today. Today, we were calling for 15 to 25 knots. In the afternoon, maybe up to 35, but right now winds are absolutely calm. Conditions are great. The rain is ahead of us, it's around us. So what we're doing today is lead up to also our very first Christmas special. And I'm going to be doing that on Christmas Day, heading out here. And we're going to be camping for 3 or 4 days, depending on how it goes. We got some stuff that we need to do at some of the marine sites here. I'm one of the stewards for one of the sites here, and so I'll be doing some work, and we'll be going to another site to take some pictures of a dock that needs to come out. That washed up earlier this year. Today, the reason why I'm making this trip is just, to get my legs again. I do a lot of paddling, winter paddling. It's a little tricky in the winter time. You got to be extra prepared. Everything is 2 is 1, 1 is none. So you want to make sure everything is good. And conditions have to be perfect. And the other big reason is that I have a lot of gear, and too much in one trip is also dangerous. And technically, you're not supposed to have a deck bag. I do have a deck bag. But it's a light deck bag, and inside this kayak is absolutely stuffed full of wood, dry, small kindling wood, and that's just to get fires going when we're there. There's lots of dry wood. I cut up a bunch of firewood earlier this spring. There was a huge tree that was in front of the entrance, and so I cut that all up and bucked it up. So that unless anybody's burned it all, there should be a good amount of wood. It's wet, but it's there, and once we get this kindling in there, and you cut it up small, it'll all burn, so it'll be great. So today's a safety day. Come out to check it out, make sure everything's cool, make sure I'm feeling good for this trip, and not to have overloaded kayaks. And I have a very special treat in mind. I don't want to spoil it, so that's what's in the deck bag, and that's what's also inside the kayak, and it should make this trip epic. So again, we'll see if it works, and if it does, it's going to be something fun, and we'll have just a ton of fun over the Christmas. We'll do some fishing, we're gonna eat some good food, and I hope you guys want to join me. And today is just a prelude to that. So I'm going to put it back into time lapse, and we're going to go to the point of Anvil here, and that's our first quick crossing over, and then we're going to make the next jump to the other side of the Howe Sound here, and we'll get to the campsite. So I will talk to you guys soon. up a bit. There we go. This is the point, and it got really windy and big. Go across, but it's good now. The rain has started. There's something there in front of me. I don't know what the heck this is. I think it can't be an orca, but it looks really suspiciously interesting there in front of me. I don't know what it is. Could be just a big log. Usually is. It's not moving, so yeah, it's just a big log. Sometimes you never know, though. The deadhead in the nighttime coming through here, that'll get you. So yeah, the weather's as predicted. The rain has come. It's probably going to be like this the rest of the day. The winds are supposed to be up and then down. Around 3 o'clock it's supposed to go to nothing. So worst case we can hover way coming back. I have all the gear to stay the night if I want. That's mandatory practice when you're out here kayaking, especially by yourself in the wintertime, is to always have enough food and clothes and everything to last a couple days out here easily, because you never know. But we'll see. I don't think it's going to get bad enough to want to stay. We're just going to drop the stuff off quick, have a bite to eat, and then get out of here and get back home. But here's the point we're on. So this is the point of Anvil here, and we're going to go to the next point. Just dead ahead of us is the next point, and that's on the mainland on the other side, and the campsite is just around the corner there. So we're going to skedaddle that way as quick as we can. So I'll do another time lapse, and we'll make our jump. We're going to make our jump over there. Alright, we're here. Well, we've been here for a while. Sorry, the battery died. It was really wavy. That was fun. I got all the stuff put away. All my dry bag out at the top, plus all the wood is all tucked away in a dry place. So I'll save the surprise for hopefully when we come back Christmas in a few days. I'll be able to show you the surprise. For now, that's about it. It's really raining. Conditions got really bad. Really windy and wavy, really wavy. That's fun. But again, like I said, I'm safe. I got my full emergent gear. I've got like triple layers of fully fleece, so I'm warm and cold inside. I got a new set of neoprene gloves because the other ones got wet. I always carry this. It's a mayday and information. So if you get flustered, if you screw up and say you're in the water and you can't get back in, you basically just follow this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 through your marine radio. If you don't even have any training, you just have to put your MMSI number there, or you just your name, and you just let them know where you are exactly. If you don't know your longitude and latitude from your GPS, I carry a really nice Garmin device. It's fully waterproof. It doesn't have the inReach. It's the one that's the only difference. But I carry a different one, a Zoleo, full GPS. But this is great. It tells me my speed, what I'm doing, where I'm going, everything. It's fully connected to my phone, so if I can see texts as they're coming in, I don't have to have my phone. It's stowed away. My phone is stowed away. My in my dry bags, and I can just use that to control the phone, so it's nice. And yeah, I carry the Zoli oil on my jacket at all times, and on me when I'm hiking. I'll always carry it with you, always, because if you slip and fall and you bust your ankle out here and you're by yourself, one is none. Always, you've already broken that rule. One is none. By being out here alone, so you want to make sure that you never break more than one rule. Two is too much. So yeah, that's kind of how I do it out here. So yeah, it's pretty handy, and it's fully laminated. Keep it in the back of my seat. That's if you panic. Panic, but there's no need to panic. My orange spring is up there. My line, look at that from last time. Still here. Over here. Couldn't believe it. So this is my site. I'll give you guys a tour when we come back. What we're gonna do. We're over there probably to Ramilli's. There's something to say. I gotta get a little bit of my dog. That'll be one day. Otherwise, we're just gonna hang out here and eat good food and maybe go fishing over there. We'll see. For now, I'll put it in the water and put us back on time lapse quickly. And hopefully that's enough battery to get us home, but we'll see. Alright, we're good. A little bit of a strange launch. You don't get that often here where it's a little choppy like that. There's a lot of driftwood in the water right now. It's raining hard. Really hard. But everything's dry. Everything's dry and dry. I'm sure whoever's watching is probably dry. So yeah, these conditions are kind of fun. There's some waves, so it's like a little dynamic. You get some big sets and small sets, and you can see them coming, and it's starting to calm down. It's still rough out there, but it's calming down. It should be interesting to see out in the middle. But the sets are fun because you can play with them, especially now the boat has just got my camping gear, food, and some clothes, and shoes, and a tarp, and everything else. But still, it's light, much lighter than all the wood. So yeah, so use a big set here, sort of, so you can play with them. It's fun. You can lean into it. You got like, yeah, you can have a lot of fun with these kind of waves. Good practice. So yeah, once I get around this point, I'll just I'll go back to time lapse after I get around this point and see if I can shoot straight over to Anvil, or do I have to hug the shore. It all depends on the conditions and how I'm feeling, because you know, even in choppy conditions, get closer to shore and at least you can bail, but usually you don't have to worry about that. And it's not looking rough out there. I don't see anything crazy. Just big waves from this morning still. That's all this is leftovers. But still fun stuff. You can see, you can't even see the other side. It's still just raining so hard. But this side's clear. Boyer Island over there. Looks like it has a little bit of sun. There's Boyer. We'll shoot over to the waterfall for a second. Have a quick one for you guys. Hopefully the water droplets aren't wrecking the camera too much. The camera's completely waterproof, so other than you guys getting a bad view. And when I mean you guys, I mean everyone. Girls, guys, guys. pretty good. Alright. We're not lollygagging. We have daylight burning. We're back out of here. These aren't as nice as those other gloves I had. Those were completely waterproof. These are neoprene, so they're wet, but they're warm. So that's okay. They still work. But it's not cold out. It's just, I like to have warmish hands. Beautiful. Going on the point, and then I'll put her in the time lapse. Go. Gonna get a little safer from the wall when I start messing with the cameras. Go into the water, go into these waves a bit. Channel, the Howe Sound, and behind us, and in front of us, Portal Ghost, and the conditions, of course, they didn't move nicely. Probably, they said it was going to be up to 30 knots in the afternoon, and the afternoon, still about 30 knots, but the conditions are pretty awesome. It's a little bit, so it's kind of fun to play in. If you like that kind of stuff, you just sort of be like a seagull in the water and enjoy the waves as they come. Read them one at a time. I'm looking over to my left is Portal Cove, but I'm not even going to worry about heading to that. Just sort of on an angle to all these waves. I'm not taking directly on the beam. Sort of cut them on the side. It's kind of fun that way. You can enjoy them. There's no real danger. Just be nice to relax. Enjoy the paddle. How I do it. Yeah, it's so windy. On the time lapse. That was a nice one. That was fun. You're just gonna throw the boat and your boat says no. And then again. I got to this little wave here. I'll try to make that in. everyone who wanted to say goodbye now. This show, this first video. When the battery died. But yeah, I want to come and see where I plan. There's a few episodes. If you more sound to be one for something or tradition to be trying to do every year. Replace something that before it was all shut down. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. And stay tuned for some more fun out here in the Howe Sound.